As I fill up the pages with these verses in my rhyme book, I space out in the middle while I'm riding, then I take a look. Eyes pointed at the sky, it's mad clear. I'm just thankful for the fact that I'm still here, 22 and living like I ain't had shit to eat. Why you think on all these songs I'm devouring these beats? Got the dreams that many seek, but only few achieve.
What's up, everybody? We're here with the Wolf House podcast. We got special guest Jeff Dechesare, otherwise known as Jeff Wonsong, in the Wolf House.
Hey, Jeff Wonsong, what up, man?
Hyped to be here. Honored to be the first guest on the show.
Amazing. We're honored to have you, man.
Thanks,
Appreciate you coming out this way. He just got off a skate session, so he took the time to drive over here and partake. We appreciate it.
I do, dude. I'm super hyped you started to do this. Super hyped on, like, I don't know, seeing the type of people you have on here, what you got to talk about, you know, spice it up than the other podcasts out there.
Yeah, man. You know, the idea for this one is to give people an insight on the genuine, authentic, real conversations that I have with, you know, my colleagues and people I met through the industry and through skating and in other lanes too, you know what I mean? Like in the cannabis world and the health and fitness world, and just give people an insight on the real combos, you know what I mean? The non-censored, non-scripted, you know, real raw, uncut, just straight to the point shit we talk about, because I feel like things get watered down and kind of sugar coated in a sense, especially like when it comes to certain topics. You know what I mean? So we can really get to the nitty gritty of things.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm very excited.
Definitely, man. Especially skateboarding. Everyone just, you know, says what they tell people what they want to hear, just so like they don't start any commotion or anything, you know. But that was good. You're covering, you know, a lot of different aspects in the world, you know, skating, cannabis, health, fitness. That's a lot bigger audience than just, you know, one specific thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, skateboarding taught me a lot. Skateboarding taught me to be disciplined, to understand that if you keep trying at it, you can persevere. You know what I mean?
I think it's good that you're covering all grounds, like all like different fucking areas.
Yeah. Oh, skateboarding has, you know, taught me discipline and the ability to persevere as long as you stick with it. But it's also, with that being said, it's also allowed us to relate to different industries and different people, especially with social media and Instagram and stuff, opening up the ability to network and stuff more freely.
Yeah,
so
totally.
It's allowed us, to venture off into different lanes. Like, you know, you see skaters making music, skaters have merch, they do all types of things now. They're in fashion, you know. Shout out to Virgil Abloh. He freaking put us on the map, you know, put skaters in the fashion game. So it's stuff like that.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's like you're a skateboarder and you don't even, it's so different nowadays. You don't even need sponsors. You're your own brand, basically.
Mm-hmm.
You can, if you have that following, even if you don't have a following, you can like create your own stuff and figure out a way to market it and sell it. And, you know, it's a pretty independent, it's always been an independent thing, but in terms of like industry wise, it's like you can just do all of it on your own nowadays. You don't need anyone really having your back per se, but you know, it's I don't know, it's opened up a lot more doors for a lot more people in the world of skating, for sure.
It's very exciting because, like you said, it's opened up doors in the way of like people who maybe weren't going to be as accepted in the game are now able to make a way. You know what I mean? Like,
Totally, yeah.
like you're saying, like independent skaters. Like, I want to coin the term like independent pro skateboarder, because like, you know, they say like if you don't have sponsors, you're not pro anymore. But like, there is also a lane where you can be, you know, established in a way how pros are established, you know, and you can have the skill levels of, you know, your average pro skateboarder. So it's a blurred line now between like a pro skateboarder, what a professional skateboarder means.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to take the definition of professional literal, it's like it's getting paid to do whatever you're doing. So, I mean, technically, if you make your own brand and people know you for skateboarding, that's why they like you, why they follow you, and you make a brand and you're selling it because of your skills, I think that's considered a pro skateboarder.
100%.
Um, and also, there's a lot of pro skateboarders that are pro, the traditional way on big companies or whatever.
Absolutely.
That I don't think their skill level's that good. I don't think they're on a pro level. They're just there because they know people, which is like
You
you know
feel just because they're kind of playing the game.
playing the game. Yeah, or just right place, right time. That's like everything in the skate industry. Like I want kids out there to know like you know, now like I don't know because I didn't grow up back in. Well, I was born in the '90s, but like I wasn't skating back then. But so I don't really know how the industry was entirely back then. But my whole thing growing up was like for the longest time, I was like, if I get really, really good at skateboarding, I can be like a top pro. Like that's all you need to do. That's what I thought you had to do. Just be good at skating. That's not it at all anymore. Everyone's good at skateboarding. Like there's like 8-year-olds who are amazing at skateboarding.
They're born skateboarding.
So
They're
yeah,
born
it's
good
like
at skateboarding.
these companies. If you want to go the traditional way, which I mean, do whatever you want, but I don't advise you to do that. But if you want to go the traditional way, you got to be better than you got to do more than just be good at skateboarding. You got to be really marketable and set yourself aside from everyone else in the game because companies aren't going to want a duplicate of what they already have.
Yeah.
If you notice, like, teams have certain images, but also they're not going to have like the same exact skater on the team. They want some diversity in there. And yeah, I don't know, just like I don't know. I feel like kids still have that belief like I just need to get really good at skating. Like it's not all that. You also got to show your personality as well. Like you're not going to get on a team if you don't vibe with the team. Like,
100%.
you gotta get along with you gotta get along with everyone. If one person doesn't like you, you're not gonna get on.
Yeah, exactly.
As stupid as
You
that
have
sounds,
to fit in. You have to fit into all the pieces of the puzzle.
and that's where the playing the game comes into it. Like you for example, you might get noticed by a company. They might take you on a trip or something. See if you vibe with the team. They want to put you on. Say there's a guy on the team that you honestly don't like that much, but getting along with him will get you on the team. You might have to fake your personality a little bit, which personally, I don't know if I would do that, but if you want to get on a team, you should probably do that. Just fake it to suck it up and be like, all right, whatever. I don't like this guy too much, but I'll be nice to him and laugh at his jokes or whatever. so they put me on.
There's some sort of level of kiss assery.
Oh, for sure, dude. Like, man, if you yeah, you definitely have to suck up to someone at some point to make it in the industry. Which, yeah, I've been saying this whole time I don't agree with. So guys probably get the point, but yeah, kissing ass and just being in the right place at the right time is what sums up making it in the skateboard industry nowadays. I don't know how it was back then. Maybe it was a little different.
Well, you've definitely made your own lane, man. You definitely come on. It's a Mercedes, everybody. Hope you don't mind dogs. What if you're allergic? She's licking you.
No, I've seen her enough times. No, I'm not.
To a dog lick.
I'm not allergic to dogs, but I must be tasty. There must be something tasty on me.
Yeah, they taste like chicken.
Maybe I'm just like so skinny. She thinks I'm a bone.
She can taste the skateboard, man.
I'm just a big bone.
Tricks.
She can taste the tricks.
Take the tricks.
It feels good. I'm not gonna lie.
Like I'm getting a free massage right now.
Pretty much. Pretty good.
So man, what got you into skating?
Well, a couple things. I used to hang out with my cousins a lot when I was younger, and my memory's a little blurry, but I think they had skateboards before me, and I kind of just did whatever they would do, and then I'm like, oh, that looks cool. Like, and then I asked my mom, she got me a skateboard, and I tried it. Like, oh, and then also it was that and the show Rocket Power.
Rocket Power's fire. What was your favorite Rocket Power character, bro?
I like Twister.
Twister was gangster.
He was
yeah.
sick, because he was
He had
like
the cool helmet.
he was like in the shadow of Otto, because Otto was like the best one, but Twister was still sick too. And he was like, he always made fun of the fat kid.
Yeah. Oh wait, I'm
Squid.
thinking of Squid. Squid had the cool helmet. He had the helmet with the fin on it.
Yeah,
right?
I was Squid for sure.
You were Squid growing up?
Squid was the nerd.
Yeah.
But yeah, I fucked with Twister. I think he was my favorite one for sure.
Twister was cool.
Yeah, and I watched that show, and I'm like, because like when that show came out, I was like the age of those kids,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, oh shit, these kids are like my age, and they're doing all this crazy stuff on a skateboard. I bet I could do that too.
Yeah.
Like it's a cartoon.
And Rocket
So,
Power
Yeah.
is based around like LA. It's based around Santa Monica and the
Yeah,
pier.
but
and
I mean,
everything.
I'm not from here, so that looked
I
like
know.
paradise to me.
But that's funny though, because it kind of you manifested it. Like now you live in LA and you grew up watching that show.
Yeah,
kinda crazy.
I didn't even realize back then that like where it took place is kind of like imitating Venice Beach or something.
Yeah, it is. No, it's the pier. It's Santa Monica Pier. I'm pretty sure.
Damn, that's
I'm almost
crazy.
positive. Yeah, that cartoon is based off Santa Monica, and like I think like that's now they have like the Venice skate park, the bowl, and all that stuff, and I think that's like that's where it would have. Maybe they got some inspiration from Rocket Power. I don't know.
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I was mad too, because like I said, I'd watch that show, and they were good at every extreme sport. Like every sport they were good
yeah.
at, and I'm like, oh man, I got skateboarding, no problem. This shit's gonna be easy. I got bored. I sucked so bad for so long. I couldn't do anything. I'm like, this shit's hard as hell. What the hell? Like, fuck that cartoon.
Yeah, they made it look easy. They're twisting around in the air and stuff.
I was so mad. I like literally thought I'd be able to kickflip the first second I bought a skateboard.
Freaking Rocket Power, false advertisement. Oh,
Nah,
man.
but I can't hate on them. They got me into skating, and forever I'll be grateful for that. So, whoever the creators of that show are,
Damn, man, that's
Nickelodeon
awesome.
or whatever. And Tony Hawk was on one episode. That's epic.
That is epic. He was. Wow. They had his vert ramp on there and everything, didn't they? I think.
He had like, I don't know, it was like he had some like secret skate park.
Tony Hawk
place.
has been on so many shows, man. Cartoons and shows. He's been on, I think, The Simpsons too, right?
Yeah, he was on The Simpsons.
Been on The Simpsons.
So awesome.
That's epic, dude. Speaking of Tony Hawk, we have these Black Plague beers. Right?
Oh.
We have, I know you like to drink a little bit here and there. Have a little, take the wolf off your back per se.
Yeah, yeah.
But we got the Nija. This is the Black Plague Nija. Kind of like a mini tall can, sort of.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's that one, and there's the Tony Hawk. Which one would you like?
Dude, I don't know. I kind of the Tony Hawk one looks a little more appealing.
All right,
To be
I'm
honest.
rocking with Tony. Let's do Tony Hawk for sure. Let's see. And
No offense to Nija,
Yeah.
I'm sure his is good as well. But
Yeah.
you know, just because we're talking about Tony Hawk and all, I
Yeah.
think it's more appropriate to drink a Tony Hawk
no doubt.
beer or whatever.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Go ahead. Oh, this is how much I don't drink. I don't even know how to cheers.
Just while you guys are waiting,
pretty good.
Rocket Power premiered in 1999
Wow.
and is created by Michael Bloom, Andrew McElfresh, and Arlene Klasky.
Wow.
I think Klasky is like she's like Rugrats. She's like originally.
Yeah, I recognize that
something.
name for
Yeah.
sure. She did like all the cartoons.
She's a
yeah,
OG,
from the toys.
huh?
Yeah, they're from the 90s. Yeah, so
Damn, that's epic.
She's like the Walt Disney of it, huh? She just created all these different
yeah,
cartoons and stuff.
yeah.
That's
She had a lot of
awesome.
Nickelodeon credits, I think. So
Wow.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. That's awesome.
yeah,
1990, bro. I was born in 1990.
No,
Actually,
no, 99.
99.
Oh, 99. Okay, so
Yeah.
I was 9 years old.
Yeah.
How old were you?
I was 8.
You were 8 years old. Okay, cool.
I was born 91.
Man, okay. Cheers to that, dude. Cheers to 90s
Cheers.
babies, man.
90s
For real.
babies.
Oh, I thought normally I have my Rugrats shoes on, but I don't have them on today.
That was
Rocking
another
some
one.
Adidas, yeah.
Rugrats was earlier for sure. That was like
Yeah.
93 or something. Came out. But yeah, that was.
Really good.
I like Rugrats. That was a good
Yeah,
show.
91.
91. Oh, the year I was born.
Hey, that's
Hey.
what's up.
Dude, that show is based around me because
You're a
it was,
little Rugrat,
it was
bro.
all babies.
You still are. You're still a
So-
Rugrat skating around.
Yeah, pretty much. Damn, that's crazy. If they did a show about the Rugrats all grown up. Oh, they actually did. They had a show called All Grown Up when they were like in middle school.
They
or
did,
whatever.
huh?
That
Yeah.
show sucked.
They
A
had
short
it for a
time,
little
yeah.
while. They tried
It's
to
like
like
2
keep it
seasons, I
going,
think.
huh?
3
I didn't.
seasons, yeah.
I didn't fuck with that show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say if they did one right now, they'd be my age. They'd be like, 30 and
We should do like a grown up, like a Rugrats. It's like old Rugrats. Imagine they're like in wheelchairs and stuff.
damn, that'd be crazy.
That'd be so funny.
That'd be dope.
And then what's his name? Stu. Was it Stu? Stu was the
That was
dad.
his
The dad, right? His dad.
Stu, he might be, man. He would be like in a super old person's home. He would be
Bro.
like ancient. Stu
And
would
the
be
grandpa
ancient.
would
Yeah.
definitely be dead.
Grandpa
Probably
would
dead,
be, he
yeah.
wouldn't be around.
Bro, they had
RP
some-
parents.
Okay, you know what? I got you
gonna
know
take a
how,
sip for
you know
this
how I
one.
always
Yeah.
do the I don't know if the viewers know because if they don't follow me they don't know, but on my story every day I post a new thing I trip out on
You should wear that shirt
every
today,
day.
dude.
I should have, man.
Dang it.
Fuck, my bad. I'm blowing it, but I'll be back with next time I'm on. I'll
Well,
wear
had
it.
we known, like I said, he came straight from a skate session. We hadn't really planned this out. He's such a good sport to even have shown up and been here today because this was spur of the moment. This kind of all came together. And so, yeah, we're grateful for you to even
Oh hell yeah,
have
man!
popped in. So
Had to.
it makes sense why you got the skate gear on. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? No worries.
Yeah, but anyway, so for the viewers who don't know, I always post something on my story on Instagram every day that I trip out on, which
Mhm.
isn't necessarily meaning it's like a bad thing. Trip out can mean a lot of things. It can mean like, you're curious why someone does something, like you're amazed why someone does something, or you could just be mad that somebody does something.
Yeah.
You
You
don't
just
have to.
tripping out?
You don't have to take it out. You don't have to take it negative, which a lot of people seem to think. They always think I'm like talking shit when I say I trip out on something, but it doesn't always mean
A lot
that.
of people take shit personal too. They find
Dude,
something to take personal.
every-
Just how they find an inspiration in something, they can latch on to some piece. And I'm guilty of it too, you know what I'm saying? But like I feel like people find that and they're like, that's it. That shit I'm taking personal.
Dude, one time you did reply to one of mine. You were like, "Bro, that's me."
What did I say?
I
What was
forget
it
which
about?
one it was, but you were. I forget which one it was, but you responded. You're like, "Bro, that's me,"
It probably was though.
and I'm like,
I own it. I own it. I
"Well,
don't mind, bro.
whatever."
Hey, if I'm in
Sorry.
the wrong, I own it.
But anyway, what I'm getting at is, so on Rugrats, I trip out on how they had a character called Dr. Lipschitz.
Oh, yeah. He was a
You-
child psychiatrist.
You
right?
remember that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that when I was a
Really?
kid. I just thought it was another name.
Yeah,
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 Then I
yeah.
grew up and I'm like, wait, is his name Dr. Lipschitz?
Yeah.
And it's
Lipschitz.
spelled all crazy, right?
It's like
It's-
SCHIT.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. They
check-
didn't spell
yeah.
it like that, but
yeah.
still, I'm like,
No, but that's
yeah.
how they hit it. They
Yeah.
spelt it in that way.
they,
so
they definitely
Yeah.
had
like
like,
subliminal.
That
Dude,
wasn't even on the nose, though. It
on-
sounds
hit it.
bad. Yeah.
dude, on all those
Lipschitz.
cartoons, they definitely had some like messed up,
Oh,
dirty
yeah.
inside jokes.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, because there's adults doing it and making them,
Especially
So,
on
yeah.
like
Yeah.
SpongeBob, dude. There's so many messed up
Oh,
things
yeah,
on
yeah.
that show.
Adults have a sick sense of humor.
Yeah.
I mean,
for
they gotta
sure.
have fun making the show somehow.
Like, how do they make
Yeah.
those shows? You think they just like get all messed up and they're just like just going off the wall and putting whatever idea they have out there?
Shit, maybe. Who
And then
knows?
they're like,
Maybe- I don't know. Maybe like Rugrats are just like taking their own personal problems and putting them on babies to make no one think anything of it.
Maybe,
Yeah.
man.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
baby's never gonna have this problem, so why would they think anything of it? But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows? Really.
That could make
Yeah.
sense. And then by doing that, it could be more relatable to adults and people. You know, because the demographic is older, probably. No, but kids watch Rugrats most. We watch Rugrats as kids.
Oh, I've seen every episode.
Maybe the demographic was every age. I don't know.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I had an older brother. He'd watch that show with me. So yeah, fucking, it was entertaining for everyone, not just like little kids.
Okay, so for the viewers that don't know Jeff Dechesare, what what could what would sum you up? Like, what would sum up Jeff Wonsong?
A skate rat who just wants to progress every day and doesn't care if anyone is there to stop me. And that's about it.
Fully independent, your own machine,
Pretty much
Just
not relying on
full
anyone
steam
else.
ahead.
Yeah. I learned
Seen
really
it, heard it all.
I learned really early on when you depend on other people, you're just going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, try to be as independent as possible. I mean, I do have sponsors that give me stuff, so I'm super grateful for that. But you know, I'm not relying on them to like do everything. You know.
100%.
Yeah.
And you think that's probably why they've, been attracted to you and you've gotten their attention?
Sponsors?
And because they see your marketability.
Bro, I think it's the opposite, dude. For the dude, I don't know. For the longest time, like, I don't know, companies just didn't mess with me.
Because independence is marketable too.
It is, but okay. So I guess as of recently, I think more companies started messing with me just because, yeah, it's strange. I don't know. It's like I feel like once, man, I need to like backtrack for this. I need to like think about the people who fully backed me before like the barracks or anything like that did. Like, okay, for example, someone who's had my back for a long time, Tori Pudwill.
Tori's the man.
He's always backed me, and to my knowledge, I think he's always liked me because I kind of just like done my own thing, like, you know, done my own tricks that like no one else really does too much, and he like, I don't really care if anyone thinks they're cool. I think they're cool. I have fun doing them, and I think that's what he likes, and I think anyone who's like backed me this whole time, that's why they're still with me. I do my own thing and they respect that. I'm not following like trends or whatever.
Yeah.
I've just like been myself the whole
time. You've been
like
consistent with it.
literally, I'm like the same person as I was when I was a teenager.
You've been consistent with it.
Yeah, because I'm like, why change up now? Like, I got my fan base of people. Like, they know who I am. If I were to switch up right now, they'd be calling me out like I call out other people.
They would point it out. They would know exactly.
Yeah,
they know exactly
dude,
who you are.
To this day, I still have like friends who are like, dude, you ever like think about like switching up your gear? You know, wearing like like this shirt or like baggier pants. I'm like, no.
Because that works for them or what?
Yeah, they think they think that's what looks cool, but that doesn't look cool to me. So why would I? You skate better when you feel like you look good. So like I'm gonna wear what I think is cool to me. I don't care what other people think is cool because I'm not gonna skate as good if I wear stuff I don't want to wear.
Well, in order to be at your tippy top, skill level, in order to feel your best, you gotta be comfortable in your own skin. You gotta be comfortable with what you're wearing, how you're feeling mentally, all of that. So like if you're wearing some crazy stuff that you normally wouldn't wear, that isn't you. So
yeah,
you're not gonna feel like yourself.
Yeah, and to be honest, dude, a lot of like, it's funny when people are like, dude, how have you kept going with like all these haters and stuff? And I'm like, dude, I'm super
The hate fuels you?
I'm super grateful for it. Honestly, like if I didn't have haters, I wouldn't be as driven. Like that's motivation. It's like my theory is if everyone like loves you or whatever and backs you and has no complaints, just, no, you don't have any enemies. Like you're not going to try that hard. You're going to be like, well, what do I need to try for? Everyone already likes me.
You can get lazy, complacent.
Yeah.
You already feel like you already accomplished it.
The fact that, I have like people out there who like are like kind of out there to get me. They want to
see you fail.
Yeah, they want to see me fail. So I'm not gonna fucking fail. I'm gonna keep going. Like
straight the fuck up.
Fuck it. That's kind of what's like honestly driven me a lot. Like not entirely, but like that's a big part of it.
My personal opinion, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's why, because you've been yourself the whole time, you haven't switched up. You've skated and you've only progressed, only gotten better. And now you're entering a new level of progression, a new level, especially with social media changing everything. The industry's changing, you know, changing of the guards, you know. Like Nipsey said, bro, you know, shit is changing right now. So y'all can look up that quote. But yeah, big companies gonna crumble, little companies gonna, you know, you look at that. But anyways, that's why I feel like your core following has stood by you for so long, is because they realize like, yo, this guy's here to stay. He's not like any, you know, there's people who come and go. They've been around for a few years. They've been around for a year. They've been around for 10 years and they get it and they're gone, or whatever happens and they're gone. But you've kept it consistent this whole time.
That's another thing too. I think that's why in kind of towards the beginning of me, like, dude, to be honest, before I moved out here, I didn't even know people like hated on me. Like, I swear, like until like Nigel Alexander started posting videos of me and I would read those comments, I had no idea people like hated my skating at all. So I was like oblivious to all that shit. But anyway, I think the reason people would hate back then in the beginning of like me, you know, getting out in the skate world, showing my stuff, is they probably thought I was like some gimmick, like, you know, trying to do these hard tricks to get attention, like just like a show off or
doing
something.
it for the show.
Yeah. And then I think people realize like, oh damn, this dude really actually has fun doing this shit. Like it's not an act. Like 10 years later, he's still doing this shit, you know? So like they're like, that's kind of cool. Like he actually enjoys doing these tricks. Like it might not be my taste, but at least he sticks to his roots.
Like, are you talking about, sorry to interrupt, but like how you're saying what they realized it wasn't an act. Like, so like, for example, when you get mad, you know what I mean? And like people hate on you getting mad and they like want to talk shit because you're getting mad. In the beginning, they wanted to talk shit, right? But then I feel like, do you think maybe they realize like, oh, I get mad too, so I can relate to him, and so
that could be it,
now
yeah.
I understand, and so maybe people are starting to gain an understanding of like who you truly are, and maybe they didn't understand it in the beginning.
Yeah,
or do you feel like they just
I didn't
hated
even.
you? They
I
were
don't.
just like, fuck that dude.
I never heard of anyone hating on me for getting mad. That's a new one, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know people hated on me for having like a temper or anything.
Oh, I thought like people would comment and like poke fun at like.
Oh no!
When you would throw your board and stuff. Like I don't know, I read comments.
Oh no, I always thought people just hated me for my style.
No.
Or the tricks I do.
I think that's inspiration, man.
Oh, well, either way, I don't know. Maybe that could be it. I mean, dude, in my opinion, any skater who hates on a skater for getting mad at trying a trick, they're not a true skater. They don't know what it's like to try a trick for hours and hours and not do it. I'm not going to be fucking happy.
They don't know what it takes.
I'm not going to be like, I'm going to try I skate like down big stairs and stuff. I'm trying to trick down a 12 stair for like 2 hours. Why the fuck would I be happy? I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be pissed. I'm not landing that trick. I'm hurting my feet. My body's aching. I know tomorrow I'm gonna be sore, and there's a chance I won't land this trick. I'm stressing out. Like,
I know.
Anyone who's happy about that is what we were just talking about, being fake. Like, you know, no big deal. I'm out here with the homies. I could come back for this. Fuck that. No one actually thinks that. I don't care who you are. Yeah. You are pissed deep down inside. You're like,
there's some ounce of you that's like, I better fucking land this. I better do this, or I don't want to come back. I'm gonna be sore if I don't land this.
And that's me. I don't hide my emotions. I have no filter, and I'll be honest with that. I have no filter when I'm trying a trick. Anyone who skates with me knows that. I get pissed. I show it. I don't care. Like, if you skate with me, you should know how it feels to be in that stress mode of trying a trick. Like,
100%.
Especially if it's some dangerous shit you can really get hurt on. Like,
oh yeah, there's so many things going through your mind.
You can get hurt. Like, just
skateboarding is so mental, man. It's crazy. And like, if your mind's not right, your patience could just go out the window. You can't even. Some days you could sit there try a trick for hours, and other days your mind might not be right, and something could happen that day, and you go in a skate and you just don't have the patience, and you're flipping out because you're just, for whatever reason, you're like, I should have did it already.
Every day is different, man. Some days I can't even.
Different.
It's weird, man. Some days I'll wake up super sore and then I'll skate great. Other days I'll wake up feeling super fresh. I can't even land my warm up tricks. Yeah. It's like, you never know. It's such a. I feel like skating is like way more mental than physical. So in my head, it was always like, if you're feeling, I'm trying to think of a good percentage here. All right, so say if you're feeling like 60% good physical, 40% good mental, that's not gonna work as good as 60% mental and 40% good physical. You know what I mean? I've always felt that way. Like if my head's not right, I'm not gonna skate right. I don't need to physically be that good. Like I can get over some soreness, like
You could be completely like
but like
hurting, like legs you can't get out of bed and you're super sore. Legs don't really.
you can make it happen.
Warm up's a struggle.
But say there's something going on, like it doesn't even have to be skating related. Like it could be something else in my life that's just been bothering me. If that's in my head all day, I'm not gonna be able to perform correctly. I'm gonna like be thinking about that, not thinking about the trick, not thinking about how I should land it. Like everything's all off. I gotta be like, I just gotta come correct, like not be thinking about anything else.
That's what I would tell my like ex girl. Like I feel I don't know. It's hard to explain this to like people who might not skate and especially like a girlfriend or like a female. You know what I'm saying? Like
for sure.
Because they don't understand. They're like, well, you should just maybe they see like, oh, you should go out there and just land the tricks, but they don't get that like. We'll come back and we'll be so frustrated and so upset and just they don't understand why we're down and why we're like that. And it's like, because imagine trying something for hours, the same thing over and over and over. Like imagine doing this over and over for hours, trying to get it right for hours, and then eventually you get that one. But there's an off chance that even if you're sitting there trying that for hours and hours, you might not even do it. And you might have to come back and you might have to sit there again.
Go all through it. Same motions.
Exactly.
And they think it's like, and then you could treat it just like a job or something. Like, you go to work, you try to do something on a computer, it's not working, whatever. Come back next day, do it. It's not like that. Like skateboarding, you're fucking passionate about it. If you don't do that trick, you're gonna be upset. That's like,
it's going to mess your mental
You can't explain that to someone who's not... You don't even have to be a skateboarder. Like, they just have to be passionate about something to get it.
Exactly.
Like, anyone who has a passion can relate to anyone else's passion. To know,
100%.
like, the struggle they're going through when they don't get something done. So, that's my thing. And to be honest, most girls I've known don't have a passion for anything, so they really don't get it. There might be a few. So don't quote me on that if you're out there watching this.
What about the ones who want to get like their nails done all the time, right? That's I guess most of them, but like, I don't know, ones that want to get their eyelashes done a certain way or something, and like, and they're used to going every Wednesday or whatever, right? We'll say Wednesday, 'cause today's Wednesday, and
yeah,
they miss a couple Wednesdays and they can't go. I guess that could be the same feeling. They got to get back to that.
It's not the same feeling at all, but they think it is. They think missing their Wednesday nail salon bullshit is the same as not getting a trick when it's not at all. It's like, what the fuck? That's pretty fucked if you compare it to that. I don't know.
All right, but I mean, some people's worlds are like that small, though. You know what I mean? Like, like people that aren't passionate about stuff don't have that.
They don't.
I was just trying to make a comparison.
They won't get it. So I mean,
no, but that's some real shit, though. Like that's what girls think it is. Well, I'm not. Okay, it's.
So now
I should rephrase that because I'm not trying to hate on girls. I mean, anyone who's
not passionate
about something is gonna be the same way. They're just not gonna get it. They're not gonna get like, oh, why is he so mad for not doing something he can just go back and do again? Like, it's like, I don't know.
Like school, like girls, like them going to school, like a person, like somebody going to school, right? And like practicing, studying for this test, right? And they keep failing this test. And every time they fail this test, all they can think about is them passing this test. And that would be us landing the trick, a skater landing the trick, right?
I guess, but like how many times...
We can't, and also not just women, because there are women skaters too, so they understand our struggle.
I think we're just saying that because we're talking about getting our nails done.
Yeah, we're just saying.
Man, it might just be the girls you guys are hanging around with, man.
Might just be, yeah.
It could be.
Might be, dude. Nah, but the women skaters, they understand. We all share that same struggle for sure. So
I don't know though, man. If you go to school and you fail a test, I don't think you're gonna get to take it again. I think that's it. Fucking like failing a test.
You get like 2 tries.
All right,
There's retakes, right?
One
failing a test in school. That's like going to street league and you fucking bail on all your tricks. Like you're not gonna get another chance. You're done.
That's me in school for sure. I'm bailing on all the tricks, bro. I'm not landing nothing. Not getting any right. I might get one right from luck, just like because I threw it out there. And
fucking like Nija and Tony Hawk, they ace the test every time.
Yeah. All day, man. Birdman crushes it for sure.
I don't drink IPAs, man, but this is good, man.
This is good.
This is good, man.
Yo,
this is good.
Thank you to Jordan Hoffer for these, for real. That's my boy, man. Thank you for sending these through.
What's up.
I'm hyped we were able to use them. I've been saving them for a special occasion, so I'm hyped this came about.
Definitely buzzed off this. This is good.
It's nice. Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.
She's buzzed too. Mercedes is passed out on your lap. So let's bring it back, dude. What was it like growing up in your hometown? Like I did a little research and I saw like Jeff has a lot of videos on YouTube, and a lot of his beginning videos were him skating just on his property at his house, and he set up like a flat bar and a lot of other things, and he made some miraculous, crazy videos doing some gnarly fucking tricks, that, you know, are still insane to this day.
Dude, there's some shit I did on those flat bars I could not replicate today. Like, I was crazy back then. I don't want this to be like a sob story, but like I really didn't have that much growing up to skate. So I got like a flat bar for Christmas one year. That was it. It was like the littlest flat bar ever. It was like 6 inches off the ground. And like, that was like when I was like 10 or 11 years old. And obviously I didn't drive or anything. So that's all I had for a while. Just one flat bar in my driveway. And in my head, I always wanted to progress somehow. And the only way for me to do that was either learn a new flat ground trick or learn a new trick on my flat bar. And every day I came home from school, I made myself learn a new trick on that flat bar. I swear to God.
Every day.
Every single day. And if I didn't, I mean, I would at least try every day. But
you couldn't eat dinner.
Some
no
shit.
Supper.
No, I swear, dude, I shit you not, dude. There was one.
I'm just kidding.
No, this is kind of fucked, dude. I shit you not. One time, I forget what trick it was, but I got so close to it, and then it just got dark, and I didn't land it, and I like slept outside. Like, you can ask my mom about
because
that.
you were anxious to wake up.
No, because
you wanted the sun to come up,
because I didn't feel like I was worthy to sleep in a house.
Wow, that's discipline. That's what I'm saying, bro. Skaters are cut from a different cloth.
Yeah,
bro.
no, like
that's awesome.
People like, I don't
Especially
know. People think my mentality is like kind of fucked now, but back then, dude, I was like ruthless. Like I was so hard on myself. Like that was the only thing I really had that like made me feel good about myself.
Because you wanted it, man. You wanted it so bad.
Not even. I wasn't even thinking about going pro or anything like that back then. It's just like skating was my outlet of like, because like when I was growing up, like I don't know, I didn't fuck with any other sports or anything like that, but I wanted to be good at something. I wanted to be fucking good at something, and that was my only thing that made me feel good about myself was like learning a trick. I'm like, man, I just like conquered this trick.
Like acing a test.
Yeah, like even more.
I'm gonna try the Niger, bro.
Even more, because it's like it's something that I was doing something that a lot of people couldn't do. Yeah, I'm down. Fuck it. I just basically at a pretty early age, I got addicted to learning tricks. That was like my drug. I was like, I had to learn a new trick every day.
Okay.
Like I was addicted to it. And then like I said, I only had a flat bar, so it was just on that for a while. And then once I was able to get out and go to like, I didn't even have any spots in my town, but like the few spots I did have, it was like, all right, I gotta get a new trick on this spot today. If I don't learn a new trick, I have to improve a trick I already have. Like, say I could like do a trick on flat ground, I gotta take it off some stairs. That's how I would improve. That's what it was. If I didn't learn a new trick, I had to step it up a notch.
No, what if you did like something crazy on the flat bar? How the heck would you level up from the flat bars? You would do like
That's
the craziest
It's
combos,
pretty much
bro.
it's pretty much like a one and done for the flat bars, dude. Like I don't know. I did some crazy shit on those flat bars, dude.
You did some shit that no one will
Dude,
ever do, bro. You guys I hope you guys
I mean,
go check out his videos after or during this episode and then come back to this episode because man, he freaking did
a little bit of a
some
discredit.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater special level meter up.
That flat bar was about curb height, but still.
Hey man,
dude,
give yourself some credit, bro.
I think the best trick I ever did on that flat bar was a nollie varial heel feeble grind shove it out. If you think about it, it works.
No, it doesn't.
It
For
does.
you, it may work.
I don't even know what a flat bar is. That sounds impressive,
He's
man.
talking alien
It's a rail on the ground that's not a handrail.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's like
all right. Yeah, sure.
And
For those who don't skate, he's talking alien talk. Yeah,
Right.
so basically a piece of metal, a piece of a metal, and it's shaped into a square.
Or a circle.
Or
Mine
it
was
could
a
be circle,
square.
it could
Mine
be
was a
circle.
square though. Yeah, I still have it to this day at my parents' house.
Yeah. So basically, a long piece of metal, and it's shaped into a very thin square or a circle, and we skate across it. We do tricks, and our trucks connect to it.
Yeah.
Trucks that are the piece that's attached to the board. That's what we grind on, and we grind across it, and that's what we call a flat bar. And we call it a flat bar because it sits flat on the ground.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Sounds dangerous.
For those who
either way,
don't skate,
but
yeah.
Mine was not dangerous at all. It was very low to the ground, and I always put it next to the grass in case I fell. So it wasn't very dangerous. But
did you start out grass boarding
no, that shit was harder to me.
Right.
Carpet boarding, all that shit. That was way harder.
Trampoline boarding.
I had to try way harder when I would do that shit. I was like, fuck that. I'd rather just learn the tricks for real.
So you said you're so passionate about it, why you kept doing it over and over, like the same tricks. Like, was there anything that you weren't passionate? Did you try anything else before you tried skateboarding? Before you figured out how passionate you were about this?
Yeah, I did shit. I rode BMX before I did skating.
Okay.
I was actually kind of good at that. Like the only reason I didn't pursue that is like I was a real little kid. So like
you didn't have the power in the arms.
Yeah, I kind of did. Like I was, dude, I was going off jumps and doing 360s and shit. I swear.
Wow.
I was kind of good at BMX.
I believe you, man.
And to this day,
Yeah.
dude, I'm not even gonna lie. I watch BMX videos before I go skate to get me hyped.
I see.
BMXing gets me more hyped than skating does nowadays.
Yeah.
Like nowadays, like the only skate videos I watch are from like before 2010.
You know why? Probably is because why BMX videos get you hyped more than skateboarding.
They're gnarly.
Is because the BMXers are jumping off the type of stuff that you're looking to jump off that most people aren't capable of jumping off.
It's
like
because
the kickflip at the Diamond Park off the roof that probably has only been maybe ollied and maybe only by you, maybe someone else, I don't know. But stuff like that, that's probably why you can relate. And in your head, you're like, now you're looking for the next thing, the next level, skyscraper to jump
also,
off.
I feel like, I mean, I have a few BMXer friends, but like I don't know entirely what their industry is like. But every BMXer I've ever met has like, fuck with my skating. Like they're not. I feel like they don't look at style or anything.
Man, we all relate.
No, I feel like BMXers like if you're gnar, we fuck with you.
Yeah.
I feel like BMXers just like gnarly people.
Share that passion, yeah, dude. No, it's like we goes back to like if somebody shares a passion, especially in a physical sport like bike riding, skateboarding, anything with wheels on it, really, especially with wheels on it, that they can relate to us and we can relate to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess what we're getting at, Jeff, is that like some people don't, like you're saying, some people aren't passionate about anything. Like what does it take to find that passion of like you got
for
like
skating?
Yeah.
Dude, that's a good question. I just like, I don't know. Something about it stuck. I think it was just the independence of it.
Yeah.
Because like I would I would try sports in school and shit. I just didn't like it how like you were in a team and like
Yeah.
the coach had to like favor you if you wanted to play and shit. And I'm
Yep.
like, man, fuck that. I want to do some shit that if I get good at it, I know I'm good at it.
Yeah.
Like I don't need somebody to tell me I'm good at it. I can just do whatever I want. And I was skating for it was kind of BMX at first because that's another thing you can, do on your own. It wasn't entirely for me. Skating was more my thing. Like you don't need to be super built to like be good at skateboarding.
Yeah.
So like, and I just thought it looked super cool. Like I thought I had a few people in my neighborhood that skated, and one of them, I was just like walking home from school one day, and I saw him just, I don't even remember. He might have just done like an ollie on flat ground. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Like I was like, how the fuck did he do that? Like it was so like mysterious to me, like how people
Yeah.
could do the tricks and keep the board attached to them. I'm like,
Like magic.
yeah, it's like magic, dude. It's like a magic
You have
trick. Pretty
magnets
much.
on your feet.
Yeah, it made no sense to me, and I'm like, I need to figure that out. I need to figure out how to do that. That looks so fucking cool. And then like I would see the people go down handrails and jump downstairs. I'm like, wow, that's badass. Like, I want to do that. Cause like, dude, before I skated, I remember like at recess in school on the playground, my whole thing was I would like jump off of tall things. Like that's what I had
So
fun
you're
doing.
one of those kids that would just jump off stuff.
Yeah, cause like I would watch
You're
Jackass
like,
when I
"Oh,
was
Jeff's
younger.
up there again. He's on the roof.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I think that's where it comes from. Like I would watch Jackass when I was younger, like the TV show.
Get down.
And
I'll
I
just
would,
give him a
like-
sec. He'll come down.
Yeah, I'd see people
See
jump
him
off
jump.
like
See
crazy,
you jump down.
jump off buildings into like into bushes and shit. I'm like, I thought that was the coolest shit ever. And I'm like, damn, if I add a skateboard to that, that would be way cooler. And then that's
Nice.
what I do now: jump off roofs with a skateboard.
There you go.
With no bush though, landing on concrete.
Do any of your siblings? Do you have any like brothers or sisters, and do they skate?
I have an older brother. He doesn't skate. Ironically, though, he got a skateboard for like his birthday or something like so long ago, and I found that in my garage. That might have actually been the first board I ever rode.
What board was that?
It wasn't like a real board. It was like it wasn't even shaped like a real
Kmart?
board.
What
It was
do you
like a
mean?
fish board.
Oh, okay. It's
But,
like
like-
cruiser board kind of. Like a old school,
Kinda.
like Steve
It was just-
Caballero
Not even. It was just some Toys R Us shit, dude.
shark
Like,
board.
yeah,
Gotcha.
but like that might have been the first board I actually like rode on ever.
That's crazy.
But like my brother is like polar opposite of me in terms of what we do. Like our personalities are a little similar actually.
What's his name?
Brian.
Brian.
What's up,
Yeah.
Brian?
Hey, shout out
Yeah.
to Brian.
No,
That's what's up.
my brother he's a fucking genius, dude. He went
Yeah.
to Stanford University. He's like an entrepreneur now.
Nice.
Just like he writes online books. Fucking super rich. Lives in like Spain, living the life.
Oh, solid, man.
Cheers to you, bro.
Cheers to Brian,
Cheers to
dude.
Brian.
He's the
Cheers to
man.
Brian.
Cheers to
For
Brian.
Hey.
Yeah, he's 7 years older than me.
Brian Dechesare, huh?
Yeah,
That's what's up.
yeah. He's super low key though. Like
Has he ever skated?
no.
No, so he just had a board.
But I think my parents like randomly got it for his birthday or
Oh,
something
okay,
one
okay.
year. Like had no idea. Like they're just like, oh, it's a skateboard. Maybe he'll like it. But like, yeah, nah, he's not into that shit. He wasn't into sports either, like me. Like he's just like
He didn't want to coach. He was
He
wanted
j-
to be his own boss.
he was
probably.
like, yeah, he's just like, I don't know. He was always like super good in school, like valedictorian and shit, and just like super smart dude. Just knew what he wanted, and like I'm saying, like the similarities in us are like we're
It's
different.
like day and night.
We're different in what we do,
Mhm.
but our mentality is the same.
Mhm.
Oh, you guys are both like tenacious, like tenacity.
Yeah, like
for
my brother
gets you
did.
done,
My
man.
brother didn't give a fuck what anyone thought about him. He didn't give a shit if anyone like called him a nerd or like, made fun of him or whatever. Like he knew what he wanted and
Boss
he fucking
mentality, man.
fucking got it.
winner's mentality, right?
That's what's
yeah.
up.
And
So it
like
is
he
At all costs.
he keeps it super real too. Like he'll like if your shit's trash, he'll tell you that. Like
That's how it should be, man.
yeah,
Respectfully, you know what I mean? In a way of like, not like, ah, your shit's whack, but like constructive criticism is always welcome, right? Like,
Yeah,
That's helpful.
Yeah, I've never seen my brother be like fake to anyone
Yeah.
to this day. Like, I think that's where I might have like gotten the inspiration from. Just like seeing my brother like just
Say it how it is.
say it how it is to everybody. Doesn't matter who you are. He will be.
But that cuts through everything. It's like no one can say like, "Oh, you faked it and he was this way, fake nice or whatever." Like, no, you've always been the same, always been consistent. That's what it's about. It's consistency at the end of the day, right? So they
Yeah.
can always depend on that.
I've even like reached out to my brother a little bit because you know, he's like an entrepreneur. He's fucking super business savvy.
Amazing.
I asked him like, this was years ago. I'm like, man, Brian, you know, I skateboard. That's what I do. Sponsors don't pay you that much. What do you think is a lucrative way to make it skateboarding? And I thought he was crazy when he told me this, but it totally makes sense now. He was like, you should just make instructional videos. And at the time I'm like, really? I don't think people are gonna watch that. But now thinking about it, those are the most viewed videos on YouTube.
Do you remember Tony Hawk's School of whatever it was called? Tony Hawk's School of Rock. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know.
No, Tony Hawk's Trick Tips.
Might not be that, but
Tony Hawk's Trick Tips. I had both of them.
VHS, bro.
Yep.
You put that shit in a VCR. Yes, we were born in the 90s. You know.
Yeah. I had both of them. He made like 2 videos.
Your brother
of them.
knows, man.
Dude, yeah. And this dude, I'm telling you, this is like 10 years ago. He was telling me make instructional videos. And at the time, I was so like, I don't know. My head was in a different place. I'm like, I don't know, dude. I think people are gonna watch video parts more.
Yep.
But then like now I'm looking at, I'm like, damn, dude, that's what gets the most views on YouTube when you're teaching people how to do, and not just skateboarding, anything.
Like Braille, bro. Shout out to Braille,
like,
dude. Those guys, they make those instructional videos and they crush it. They're like top of the game.
And it's not just skateboarding, it's anything, dude. Like when you need to figure out how to do something, you can type it into YouTube.
Yeah.
Be like, how do I fix my computer?
Yep.
How do I fix my door? How do anything? Like people are always
tutorials
searching up how to
it's
do
all
shit.
about information. That's a big reason why I started this podcast, is to inform people, you know what I mean? Just to spread info and that, you know, to hopefully inspire and help people.
And
because those little videos, like you think like, oh, I'm just doing whatever, kickflip or whatever. I do this all the time. Not everyone knows how to kickflip.
There's so many people in the world that want to know how to do that.
They're inspired by it.
And my brother, he has no idea that, you know, I do like tricks that people don't really do. He has no idea that I do like different tricks.
Mm-hmm.
If he knew that, he would have been like, dude, of course you should do that. People are gonna look up that shit. Like I kind of do tricks that people, you know, there aren't a lot of trick tips. There aren't a lot of trick tips online about the shit that I do. So
think about like a or someone in fitness. Think about someone in fitness, how they have, you know, their different workout regimens and things like that. Like I did one myself. It'll come out later, but I did like different workout regimens that can help for different skate tricks. And like obviously we work out, go to the gym, and we do workouts to develop our core strength and things that help for skating, because you want to have a strong core, you know what I mean, to take when you're skating downstairs or whatever, you know, take impact and all that stuff. So 100%, bro. It's all information is very powerful. I think it's key right now.
Yeah, definitely. So shout out to my brother for that one.
Shout out to Brian.
What about your mom and your dad? Like, did they support your skating?
Oh, 100%, dude.
That's awesome.
100%, dude. Always.
That's awesome.
Always. They never like.
That's amazing.
I'm super grateful for it because I had tons of friends who like their parents didn't fuck with it, and just like that's kind of the reason they stopped. Like their parents just didn't fuck with it. Dude, I even had a friend, one of my best friends when I was younger. His dad was a cop, and like he straight up told my friend to stop hanging out with me because I skateboarded.
Because skateboarding is a crime.
And dude, his dad would kick me out of spots. It was kind of funny.
Damn, that's wild. So his dad knew who you were?
But to this day, though, that dude, that homie of mine still fucks with me. He bought my pro model and like put it on his wall and shit.
So he knows
for sure. Yeah.
That's
It's
awesome.
just it's fun. I wonder what his dad's saying now.
Shout out to the homie. Maybe his dad paid for it. You never know. That'd be funny. Cause shit came full circle.
I bet his dad's like, oh damn, I guess that skateboarder going somewhere.
I guess it worked out. No, that's how a lot of the times it is, man. You know, you start the passion and people don't believe in it. Like, you know, you being yourself is an example. Like, that's you being passionate and to be yourself no matter what. And then time goes by, and like I said, consistency trumps everything at the end of the day, I feel like.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, just staying at it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, dude, to this day, like, I mean, my dad passed away a couple, like, 8 years ago. But yeah, he fully supported me, always drove me to contests. He would film me, dude. He'd film me, like, dude, the day I graduated high school, he fucking went to a spot
That's
with
so
me
amazing.
10 minutes after I graduated and filmed me do a trick at a spot. Like I was just saying, I had to do something. I had to do something every day. Even the day I graduated high school, I'm like, Dad, I need to get this trick. Can you go with me? He's like, yeah, I'll film it.
That's
Okay.
amazing. That's real support right
Yeah,
there, man.
it was fucking awesome. And then
Yeah,
like
man.
even like behind closed doors, even without me knowing, like I had I have this friend who she was like a lifeguard at a YMCA or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess my dad went there. And she would always tell me, she's like, your dad is always like talking so highly of you. He's always like, oh, my son's the best skateboarder. Like, he's gonna be something one
That's
day.
amazing,
And
dude.
I didn't even know that.
Always vouch for
I didn't
you.
even know that. I had no idea my dad was saying that stuff about me.
Hey.
And to hear that through the mouth of another friend
Yeah.
was like, that was like,
That's the
damn,
best feeling, man.
damn, my dad like really like fucking believes in me.
100%, dude.
And then my mom is the same way, you know. She like, I feel like she, at first she didn't understand it as much, but now she like, she sees that like, you know, I've gotten some notoriety from this, and she's always like, my mom and my stepdad do like Airbnb, so like they have guests over all the time. And she's always showing them my videos, like, this is what my son does. He fucking like jumps off roofs for a living. Like she thinks it's sick. Like
You're
she even
Evil Knievel out
she
here,
fucking
man.
filmed me skate off of their house.
Wow.
Like
That's ultimate
what
support
other
right
parent
there.
is gonna do that?
Most parents would be like, no, please don't do that. Like,
It's not even like, it's funny. People are always like, what do your parents say? Like, my parents aren't even like, nothing's a surprise to them anymore. I could
That's
jump down like a 25 stair. My mom would be like, oh, that's
Yep, there
cool.
goes my son.
my
That's
son
cool.
does.
There he goes.
I've seen
what
you
he
do some
does,
shit
yeah.
like that.
Yeah. So she's
Yeah.
like, so when are you going to do 30, son?
Yeah, exactly. She's not even surprised by anything anymore. It's
Nice.
it's so cool. It's super cool. Yeah, my parents are the best.
It's amazing to have
Super
that
grateful
support.
for them.
Yes.
Even
That's
my stepdad.
Yeah.
My stepdad's the shit too. Like when I go back home, like during the summertime or whatever, my parents, they live in Pennsylvania in the middle of nowhere. I don't know anyone there. So like I still want to skate, get content, put it on Instagram. My stepdad's always down to film me. Like he thinks it's awesome. He thinks it's like amazing. He was like a diver back when he was younger, so he can kind of relate. He gets it, like, you know, doing the tricks and perfecting them and stuff. So he thinks it's super sick. And yeah, I'm super glad I have you know, super open parents like
That's
that.
amazing.
Yeah.
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 That's
Part
huge
of the support
support.
group, man. It's
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
It's really cool because like when I was growing up, you know, they were like typical parents. They didn't understand that you could make a living off of skating. They didn't get it. But like I told them, like, trust me, like this is gonna work for me more than anything. Like this is the only thing I know how to do, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I'm gonna stick with it.
Skate life, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit is real.
What are some of the positive impacts that skating has had on society, man, in your experience over the last 10, 15 years?
Positive impact skating's had
Yeah.
on society.
Yeah. 'Cause I know
Um,
there's like a lot of like generalizations about skaters and the skate industry, but like you're in it, man. So what do you think?
kind of just what I was saying, that you can be your own person.
Yeah.
You don't have to follow rules and you can still be successful. You can be your own person. You don't have to like follow a guideline of anything, and it kind of makes more people see it. It makes more of an impact than like following the rules of like something else and being like everyone else. If you're your own person, that inspires people, speaks volumes. Like if people see you being you and getting noticed for it, it's gonna make them want to just be themselves.
Yeah.
And that's great. I hate when people feel like they can't be themselves.
Right. Yeah.
It's like,
That's what life's about, man. We're all
Yeah.
human beings. We're not perfect. You know what I'm saying?
oh, of course
Yeah,
not.
man.
People need to see that. Like, there's so much fakeness in the world. Like, there's like models and stuff, and like girls are like, oh, I need to be super skinny, and like,
Yeah.
no, you don't. Like, there are plenty of people that are going to be attracted to what you look like. Like, you don't have to follow a certain guideline to be attracted or be accepted.
Yeah.
Just
Like,
be yourself.
like, no matter who you are, someone appreciates what you do. So just be
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah,
That's
man.
my best advice. Just be
Yeah.
yourself, and people will appreciate it for sure.
That's pretty badass, man. That I don't know much about the skating community, man, but that sounds fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
Just acceptance and being just come as you are, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome, man. I don't think anything else could have really taught me that
Yeah.
I know of.
Show, man. Awesome. That's already right there, big destigmifying like what skating industry is like and who the people are.
Exactly.
Like right there, it's just like at the end of the day, it's like be who you are, come as you are, and fucking we all skate. You know what I mean?
Exactly. We all skate. We all
Yeah.
came into
Because-
this game.
Also, in my mind, like if you're just who you are, you're not faking to be anyone else. At the end of the day, you can't be mad at if you're not successful in what you do, you can't be mad at anyone else except
right.
yourself.
100%.
So you can't blame it on anyone else, and
Mm.
that's just, I don't know. It's a lot more freeing of the mind.
Right,
Like,
right.
You don't have to be like, oh, well, fuck this person because they screwed me over. No,
Right, yeah.
like whatever is whatever doesn't go your way is pretty much on you.
Right. Yeah.
So,
yeah. But it's like it's cool because you're like an individual. You're free to do what you want to do, but also it's all on you though. So
Yeah.
like everything, like it's all on you. You got to have the
And then,
tenacity, the commitment. Yeah.
At the same time, too, if you're successful, you're like, damn, that was all me. Shit. I didn't have to do that. I didn't have to rely on anyone else. That was all on me.
100%. It's like you're investing in yourself. And if you get your
Yeah.
investment
And you
back and
should.
it
You
works
should
out,
invest in yourself.
should always
Yeah,
invest
man.
in yourself. You're
Why
your
wouldn't
best
you
bet.
invest in yourself, dude?
Yeah.
Come on.
Like, because nobody's gonna believe in yourself as much as yourself. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the
and, like,
fuck?
fucking thank God that you believe in yourself the way you do, because fucking who else is? You know what I mean?
Exactly, dude. Yeah.
That's the shit right there, man.
And it's respectfully. It's
Yeah.
like, like not in a way of like being rude or like, oh, fuck what you think. This is what I think. But like being passionate about it. Like, hey, this is what I believe in and this is how I feel and this is who I am. And if you can accept me for me, then that's awesome because that's who I'm always going to be. But if you can't, then I'm going to keep rocking with me and I'm going to just keep doing me because it's been working. And like I said, consistency trumps everything. So if you continue to be consistent, you continue to be yourself, nothing will get in the way of that. And you'll weed out all the things that aren't meant for you, and what's for you will manifest and will come to you.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. At the end of the day, do what you love and be consistent with it, man. Fucking that's it, right?
Last
Yeah.
question, bro.
Yeah.
How was Inward Healing the Hollywood High 16 and how did that come about? That's
Oh,
what
God.
everyone asks you. I'm sure you've answered this a million
Yeah.
times, but for the ones who haven't heard, here it is.
Like this guy right here.
This guy right here.
Well, basically, I just woke up
Yeah.
out of bed one day. I'm like, I'm going to do this shit. And I did it first try.
Pretty much.
No, I'm just kidding. I
I
didn't
would believe, we would believe, I would believe that.
It didn't happen at all. It didn't happen at all. Okay, so story behind that is, so I had a homie who was visiting California from Florida, and of course, every skate tourist wants to go to Hollywood High. So I really had no plan in mind. I was just like, all right, I'm gonna show my homie Hollywood High, whatever. He wasn't gonna skate it, Took him there, and then still my mentality of I want to get something done today. I need to do something. I didn't have a film or anything, so I wasn't going to skate the 16. But I'm like, all right, maybe I can do something for Instagram, here.
Instagram, down to
And
12.
then-
for
yeah,
Instagram.
yeah. And I'm like, all right, well, what if I inward heel the 12 for Instagram? That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know what? Maybe I could do this in a line. And then I started nollying off the roof and then I'm like, you know what? That's kind of easy. I should do a nollie flip. and then do it.
You're so crazy.
That'll push me more because I was nollying off the roof and not really committing to the inward heel because I can nollie it like almost every try. But I'm like, if I nollie flip the roof,
then you have
that's
to
like
commit.
I have to do it. And then that worked. I nollie flipped the roof and then inward heel to 12. And I'm like, damn, that was pretty cool. And then okay, prior to this day, I was talking to Tori Pudwill.
I know.
I had a part coming out for Grizzly, and he watched it, and now I inward heeled like a 14 stair in there, and he was like, "Dude, I bet you could do that on Hollywood," and I'm like, "Oh well, I have a homie who tried that. I kind of don't want to step on his toes." And then he was like, "Oh, I'll give you an ad for it." I'm like, "Oh, fuck it, whatever. I'm gonna do it then."
You got it, bro. It's a Grizzly ad. You have to do it.
Yeah. I'm like, if Tori Pudd will tell me to do it, I'm gonna fucking
if
do
the
it.
homie was gonna get a Grizzly ad, he would have did it.
Nah,
so
dude, and even at this point, dude, this dude, he stuck it like a year prior to that, and he had a video part come out. It wasn't in there. I'm like, he's not going back for it.
Yeah.
Who cares? Whatever.
He was probably relieved that you did it, bro.
Honestly, well, I'll tell you a little bit after what happened, but so anyway, did this line, put it on Instagram, and then I sent it to Tori, like jokingly, like seriously, straight up jokingly. I was like, "Hey Tori, I think I'm ready for the 16," and like Tori never, like he's a busy guy. He never responds to my texts really. So like I sent him that thinking he wouldn't say anything, and then right away he's like, "Dude, that's fucking sick. Let's go tomorrow." And I'm like, "Oh shit, fuck. Damn it."
He called your bluff.
I'm like, what did I get myself into?
He thought you were bluffing.
Yeah, I'm like, he's like, "I'll get a photographer and everything."
Siu Trent.
Yeah, I'm like, "Oh fuck, what I got myself into?"
Shout out to Siu Trent.
Yeah, that dude's the man. And then, oh my god, dude, I was like,
I'm here, I gotta try it.
Dude, that whole night I was stressing so hard because I skated the 16 before, and that shit hurts.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh god, dude. Like, I literally have to do this trick tomorrow. I'm gonna look like a pussy. Like, there's no way I'm not gonna do it. I have to do it. And then it's funny, man. I was hanging out with some girl that night, and I was stressing hard. And she was like, "What? Why are you like so weird right now?" And she's like, and I'm like, "Okay, basically, I have to do a trick down a really famous set of stairs tomorrow that's never been done that may be really strenuous, and I might get really hurt and sore trying it. And I have to do it. Like, there's no way I'm not gonna do it." And she's like, "Well, what's the trick you're doing?" And this girl knows nothing about skateboarding. Keep that in mind. And I'm like, "It's an inward heel flip." And she's like, "Well, which trick is that?" And I showed her me doing it on some other set. And she's like, "You do that one all the time. Like, how is this different than any?"
She recognized the inward heel flip.
She was like, "How is this different than any other time?" And that really spoke to me. I'm like, man, makes a good point. This girl knows nothing about skateboarding, but obviously it looks like I can do it to her. Like, it's the same thing as anything else I've done it on. So, whatever. Took that in my head, let it marinate overnight, went back to Hollywood the next day. I tried to do it down to 12 and I couldn't do it.
Oh no.
And I'm like, oh god, dude, this is the worst case scenario. Fuck.
That's like you're playing a game of skate and you can't land any flat ground tricks or something.
And then I landed one like pretty sketchy and I'm like, I'll take it, fuck it. And then I didn't even ollie the 12 and then I'm like, oh, here it goes. And then I don't know, man. I think just the hype from like Tori and Sue and the whole scenario just like got me super hyped and like
we're gonna have to run that clip.
Yeah, super hyped and just threw one out there. And then like it was the craziest feeling, dude, because I thought it was gonna be such a chore to do this. But
like, how many sticks did it take? Did you just stick it and roll away the first one you stuck, or was it like?
Dude, there's a video on. There's a magnified on Thrasher. It has all my tries. It's five tries.
Check out magnified on Thrasher to see the inward heel flip.
So I threw one out, and I'm like, holy shit, I can do this. And I threw another one out. Like, dude, I'm gonna stick it next try.
3 tries, stuck it.
I stuck it next try, and then I'm like, I stuck it. I didn't roll away. I'm like, oh my god,
do it.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. And then the next one, I don't know, it didn't feel good or something. And then 5th try, I landed it.
5th try.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
And I'm like, when I was riding away, I can't even describe that feeling.
Did you black out?
I didn't black out. I've never really blacked out from a trick. I don't get when people say that.
You never had that ever?
I've never really had that. But when I was riding away, it didn't even feel real. Like it felt like a dream or something. I'm like,
so there's
because like it was like I was riding away from Hollywood High doing a trick, never been done, and I'm like, why? I just probably did the best trick of my life, and it was probably one of the easiest tricks of my life too. I was expecting such a battle.
That's amazing.
And
that's
yeah,
a blessing,
like,
bro.
You can watch the video.
That's
like
a blessing,
I think my
go ahead.
I think my friends were more surprised than me. Like you can see in the video, they're all like tripping out, like what the fuck just happened? And Tori filmed it on his live video and everything, and I'm like,
lost it, bro.
And I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, I don't even think Tori had like seen me skate in person.
Can I give you a backstory?
At that,
go ahead.
Yeah,
Continue, finish.
I don't think Tori had seen me skate in person up until that point. I'm like, dude, I can't look like a bitch to this guy. This is Tori Pudwill. Like, I gotta put on right now. I gotta like show my best work. And then it just worked out super well. And unfortunately, it didn't even. He told me it was gonna be a Grizzly ad, but I guess they like did away with their ads shortly after I did that. So it did end up in Thrasher though,
Just
which
rolled a black plague over to
the sequence that Sue Trin shot, it ended up in Thrasher. It ended up being part of an article called
magnified.
No. I got a magnified.
No, that was the video.
I got a magnified for it. I got a magnified for it.
But
the article was called like Nuke Babies. It was just a bunch of gnarly tricks, and I got the ender for the article. It was crazy.
Hell yeah, you did.
Yeah, that was a trip to me. Like just, you know.
How much money to Inward Heel 360 at?
360 Inward Heel, the Hollywood? I mean...
5 bands?
I mean, honestly, I don't know. Like, what are the specifications of that? Like...
There ain't no specifications.
Like, I just gotta do it.
Heel flip down to 16,
It doesn't
bro.
matter.
You gotta just land it.
It doesn't matter how many days. I just gotta...
What does it take?
I mean... It depends. I mean, I would fucking, I'd do it for the love. But I mean, if someone's throwing out some money, you know,
that's
fucking
amazing.
Couple G's.
Except for the love, that's amazing. No, that's why we give you a couple G's, because you said for the love. That's amazing.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I was like, if I just went there, I'm feeling good one day, like, yeah, I'll throw it out there. But if like someone on the spot is like, I'll give you this much money to do this.
That would be the best trick done down the 16. Do you realize that? 360.
I mean, it's all subjective.
It is all subjective,
but I don't think anyone else is gonna do that.
You don't want to do that.
I don't. Shit. I mean, no one's gonna do that down 12 either.
Ain't no one doing that down the 4 stair.
It's funny though, because Tori told me to do that too. He's like, I think you could 360 Inward Heel the 16. And I'm like, shit, maybe. I don't know.
It's funny because I'll give you a backstory on this, and we'll close it out with this. But why am I drinking? Hold on, I'm drinking an old beer. Hold on.
You drink out of an empty can,
I'm
man.
drinking an empty can.
You like lying to everybody, man.
Tony Hawk, he brought me back in, bro.
Cheers.
Yeah. Shout out to Black Plague. They aren't a sponsor for the podcast, but I just want to show them some love.
Yeah, it's a good
San Diego-based brand. Jordan Hoffer, appreciate it, man. Jared Lucas is involved as well.
Yeah.
So shout out to Black Plague.
It's a good beer. Even I know who Tony Hawk is. So
yeah.
As by the way, that's crazy to think that like that just puts it in perspective. Tony Hawk is literally a living celebrity.
Yeah.
Like, everybody, every person on earth probably knows who Tony Hawk is.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter if you skateboard. Doesn't matter if you're 90 years old. You have heard the name Tony Hawk,
100%.
which is insane.
When you think skateboarding, you think Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Completely.
100%.
That's the typical, like, you tell someone, you know, you see someone who doesn't skateboard and you're like,
Tony Hawk.
Yeah. Oh, do you know Tony Hawk?
Yeah.
Well, actually, I fucking do.
He does know Tony Hawk.
Oh, really?
Let's talk about that, bro. How do you know Tony Hawk? How did you meeting Tony Hawk come about? Let's talk about that.
Bro, that was another crazy story. I mean, you can show that clip too. It's on the internet. But yeah, okay, this was like the most random day of my life, dude. Like seriously, so fucking random.
Like, did they
So,
DM you? Did he DM you?
No.
Did he email you?
Nothing.
You just saw him.
Nothing like that. I was just okay, keep in mind, I live in LA and I was for some reason I was down in San Diego for this one day. I forget what I was doing, but I was there. And I was just like in the parking lot at Pood's skate park in Encinitas, skating flat ground or something. And I see this car pulling up to me super slow. Yeah. I was skating flat ground. This car was coming up to me super slow. And I was like pissed. I'm like, what the fuck is this car doing? Why are they like fucking watching?
Out of my way. I'm trying
Like,
to skate
yeah,
flat.
why are they watching me? I was pissed. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
And then like it gets closer and I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Is this Tony Hawk? And then I'm like, and then he's like,
You double taked.
yeah. I
Hold
was
on,
like,
Tony, hold on.
I was tripping. I trip out on when Tony Hawk rides up on me. And
Yeah, I mean, anyone getting the opportunity to see Tony Hawk in out in the wild would trip out.
he comes up to me. He's like, hey, do a kickflip. And I'm like, wait, what? This is Tony Hawk.
Did he have Chase in the passenger seat
Yeah,
filming?
Chase was there.
That's
He was
dope.
filming it. And
That's
then
what's up.
Tony Hawk was like, do a
Shout out
double
to the
flip.
Barracks.
The part that tripped me out the most, he's like,
with
do
the
a double
Barracks.
flip. We know who you are. And I'm like, whoa. Tony Hawk fucking.
He knows. Who
Oh, he
you
said he
are,
knows who
bro.
you are?
Yeah, you
Hell
can watch
yeah.
the video, bro.
Fuck yeah, that's
Damn
dope,
straight,
man.
bro.
You can watch the video. It's on YouTube.
Dude, so coming from, sorry to cut you off, but coming from New Jersey, did you ever think that Tony Hawk would know your name or know your face, know who you are?
Never.
That's crazy, bro.
Never.
Tony Hawk, who is the epitome of skateboarding.
Michael Jordan of
knows- The
skateboarding.
Michael Jordan of skateboarding. knows
Yeah,
who you
essentially,
are.
yeah.
Yeah. Just, he's like, and then telling me to do a trick that, I'm known for. He's like, do a double flip, whatever. We know who you are. And I'm like, seriously, I was trying to play it off so cool, like not trying to fan out, but in my head, I was like,
Tony Hawk.
my heart was beating like bum 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 bum. I'm like, oh my god, I can't fuck up right now. I'm gonna look like a bitch if I fuck up on a kickflip. And then, luckily, I did the kickflip first try, and then he gave me some headphones, and I wanted to talk to him more, but then
Yeah.
he just like dipped out. And I'm like,
Gotcha.
after that, I was like, did I just dream that shit? What the fuck just happened? I at the time I told my girlfriend that too, and she's like, "You're fucking with me. That did not happen." Like nobody believed me. I'm like, I swear to God that happened. And then the video came out like
He's like, you do know Tony Hawk.
a few days later. It came out, and then
That's amazing.
that was really trippy. And then, yeah, to this day, like actually, do you know Spencer Barton?
Yeah, of course. I ran into him I was in the airport and I ran into him actually.
Yeah, so he has this like I guess it's like a TV show.
He
coming
crushes
out.
it, man. Yeah,
He has
he's
like a show coming out, and he wanted me to be
amazing
in the first,
creative.
he wanted me to be in the first episode. So me and Tony Hawk do a skit together in it.
Has this come out yet?
It hasn't been out yet.
Wow, it's
but,
an exclusive.
so
stuff,
like when
guys.
this skit we did, I mean it was like a couple of years after all this do a kickflip thing happened, and Tony was still like, "Oh, what's up, Jeff?" Like super cool dude. Like
Still know who you were.
I mean, yeah, like
genuine.
follow each other and stuff, like see what
That's
we're doing.
amazing. That's amazing.
And yeah, like did a skit with him, and dude is super cool. Like he is definitely like the best like spokesperson skateboarding could ask for. Like
That's amazing. Dude.
no one else. He's the best person for sure.
Amazing,
awesome.
dude. Blessings to Tony Hawk for real. And shout out to Riley Hawk. It's funny because backstory, I met Riley, and then that's how I got to meet Chase and Vera, because we went and we skated the Barracks.
Oh wow.
It was all when we were pretty young, a few years back. And Riley's mom actually gave us a ride, and we got to skate the Barracks. It was cool. Yeah, we filmed a bunch of stuff with Chase, and that's how I got to meet him. And then that turned into a bang-in and stuff. And then I got my foot in the door and all that stuff. And now we're here. It's crazy.
Oh wow.
Yeah, very
That's
wild,
nuts.
man. So crazy.
That's
But
so
yeah,
cool.
shout out to Riley. For real. Amazing.
I've never
Yeah.
met Riley. He seems like a cool dude though.
Riley's a G, man. He keeps it real as fuck. He's a person that'll say it exactly how it is, respectfully. You know what I mean? He's a very polite young man, but he keeps it real, and that's all we can appreciate. We gotta appreciate anyone who keeps it real.
I like them.
Yeah, he's amazing, dude. But yeah, thanks to him,
Solid.
yeah, I got my foot in at the barracks. But we'll close it off here. Is there anything you would like to say to the audience? Like any words of inspiration? Like if you're first learning how to skate, you're starting out. What advice would you give them? Like is there anything to look out for? Like
Yeah.
what would you say?
I get messages from kids a lot of the time who like trying to learn tricks and they're like, it's really hard. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I got news for you. Skateboarding is not easy. Everything is hard for everybody.
Life.
Yeah.
It just matters how determined you are. Like don't get frustrated because you can't learn tricks. Like it's gonna be hard. It's not a simple task. Just stick with it and you'll end up where you need to be. I swear. Like if skateboarding is meant for you, if you're cut out for it, you will end up where you want to be. I swear. Just stick with it. Be persistent with it. That's my best advice for you.
Persistence and consistency is key.
Definitely. Yeah.
Right.
And don't listen don't listen to what anyone says no matter what. Like just care about what you're doing, and if you think it's cool, keep doing it. Don't listen to what anyone's saying. Don't base what you do off anyone else. Like whatever you think is cool, stick with that, and guaranteed you'll have somebody appreciating it.
Appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
100%. Thank you,
Cheers,
man.
man.
Thank you for coming out today on the Wolf House. Thank you for coming out today on the podcast. We appreciate
No worries,
it,
bro.
man.
My pleasure.
Thank you, bro.
It was fun.
Excited to have you as the first guest. We can't wait for this to go up. You know, obviously by the time, well, when you guys are viewing it, it'll be up. It'll be live. So thank you guys for tuning in, man. This is the start of a great journey. I'm excited, to give you an insight on the things I've learned as a skater, the connections I've made, the great friendships, the authentic conversations, and to keep pushing forward because that's what it's about, man. We are wolves. It's all about perseverance, consistency, and just being yourself, really.
Totally.
So yeah, cheers to that.
Cheers.
Bye.
Cheers. Bam.